Vamos a reaccionar al supuesto expose del Cronus Zen, un software externo que ayuda a jugadores de mando a tener mejores estadísticas dentro del juego. Y esto es un vídeo que le hicieron a Reet, actual campeón de Norteamérica Oeste.
If Reet pulled up to your apartment and you saw him with the Zen, bro, I already know Reet Zen's, bro. I already know Reet Zen's, bro. 100% Reet Zen's, bro.
Oh my god, just the confidence to just stand up and just know you're gonna hit someone. I want to go back and watch like 6 of your arena games and just count how many times you actually miss with your shotgun. Like how many times you miss a shot.
The king of peace control is rapidly building a new name for himself, and it's not a good one. This is the story of...
La historia del
The story
Cronus.
begins in July of 2020 when Epic Games hosted the DreamHack Open Finals. It was in this tournament where an unknown user by the name of Reet got 19 kills in his final game against the best players in North America. After this moment, Reet would go on to win hundreds of thousands of dollars from cash cups and FNCS tournaments.
¿Cómo puede ser que empezara a topear de golpe?
Reet went from a top 2000 player to winning
Pasó del top
tournaments
2000 a literalmente ganar todo en todas las regiones.
So what made Reet special?
¿Qué hizo Reet especial?
This video is not me promoting cheating. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. Cheating is bannable and against TOS.
Know your PC in the next 5 seconds. I'm not using it. It's right here. I'm not using it, bro.
What the fuck?
Scene are lying to you.
Know your PC in the next 5 seconds. I'm not using it. It's right here.
El Unknown enseñando el Cronus Zen y vacilando además. Wow.
The intention of this video is to convince Epic Games to find a solution by showing how many users are secretly doing this. Throughout 2019, Reet competed in competitive events all year, but his placements were not impressive at all. In fact, my placements were even better. The problem is that there was no improvement. He consistently placed 1500th to 3000th in all of his solo events for 11 months. He finally broke the streak on November 28th where he out of nowhere placed first in a solo cash cup. But instantly after that, he went right back to placing in the top 2000 for another 6 months. But 1 week before FNCS, everything changed. On May 1st, 2020, Reet would get his first top 400 solo cup placement since November, and a week after that, he went on to place in the top 15 for 5 of the 6 total rounds of FNCS.
LOL.
With these placements, he qualified for FNCS finals and then placed third in both sessions, winning himself $15,000. Within 1 week, Reet went from a top 2,000 player to a top 3 player. This obviously caught my attention, but what was even more interesting is the fact that he instantly stopped playing for the entire next month of June. He came back though in July, where he ended up playing DreamHack, getting his infamous 19-kill game. He released the video of that ended up going viral, gaining over 1 million views, kickstarting his YouTube career and streaming career, and was quickly picked up by a professional esports organization called Extra Gaming. It took place in the next DreamHack tournament where he placed first in opens and third in finals. Just like any other pro, Reet does have good game sense and good rotations, but what really stands out is his aim, and it stands out a lot.
Que no falla una,
Oh my god, just the confidence to just stand up and just know you're gonna hit someone. Oh my god, I want to go back and watch like 6 of your arena games and just count how many times you actually miss with your shotgun.
I stumbled across a video of Arab coaching an unknown controller player, and the title was, "I coached an aimbotter in FNCS." Clearly, this was supposed to be a joke, but the strategy this controller
que madre mía, bro.
FNCS wasn't a strategy a regular controller player could perform. I started to wonder if the video title was actually a joke. This was the moment I realized there's definitely something darker that the pros are hiding.
Baby, it's Matik next. Yep. Matik, there's 3 more kills. You need
I reached out to all the pros I am close with, the ones who would answer my questions honestly. Through careful questioning, I learned that I had no clue how many players were actually cheating, and it terrified me. I got into a call with 3 other pro players who were willing to tell me everything. He has over 20,000 earnings, and he said to me, It's a serious problem. With the right script, controllers can track you through walls. He then said, why do you think so many players have been switching to controller? Which another one of the pros responded, since before the World Cup, I think. Speechless from that information, I realized I'd have to research the World Cup days, but first, here's how the cheating works. Players buy a device called the Cronus Zen. They plug their controller into it, then plug the Zen into their PC or console. Next, they load up different scripts into the Zen and it modifies their controller signal. It can be used in legal ways, but can also be abused to get advantages that are definitely considered cheating. Advantages like soft aim or 3 times stronger aim assist. Zens are currently undetectable because it's not a computer software.
Claro, porque es externo.
The PC just thinks it's a normal controller. Anti-cheat engines detect software, not hardware. Zens are super easy to hide too. Streamers can easily place it under their desks or out of sight of their webcam. Now, with the safety of users sitting at home for online tournaments, there's no way that Epik could know if you're using one. But during an in-person tournament like the World Cup, they can. And it clearly ruined the controller player's ability to perform. First place in World Cup solos earned 59 points. The most points earned by a controller was 16. 4 out of 6 controller players couldn't even place in the top 70, and none of them placed in the top 30. The reason this is so surprising is because of how much they dominated in the qualifiers. The most obvious example of a cheater is UnknownArmy. He only played 3 out of the 5 qualifiers and qualified himself twice. Sadly though, the second he left the safety of his own home, UnknownArmy's gameplay flipped upside down. During the World Cup, he only scored 6 points with 3 eliminations.
Se le complicó al Unknown,
In a game where hundreds of thousands of dollars are on the line, people will do anything they can to win. It's demotivating to see players like UnknownArmy make over $100,000 by cheating without ever getting caught. No matter how much you play and practice, players like Reet will continue to beat you over and over, ultimately winning, pushing his $90,000 in earnings higher and higher. The worst part is that because it's so easy to hide, Reet and your other favorite streamers will continue to use it and continue to make money off your donations. You may have thought that you were supporting their hard work and talent, but in reality you're just being lied to and your money is going to cheaters. It's safe to assume that almost every controller pro is taking advantage of this. Over 130,000 Zens have been sold, meaning
¿Cómo? ¿Cuántos se han vendido? What the fuck, bro?
Now, this leads us to the hardest question yet. How do we solve the problem? Fortnite will die rapidly if the only way to compete is to cheat.
Oh my god. Estamos delante, chicos y chicas, de un verdadero problema, Yo no sabía que el Cronus Zen era algo tan normalizado. Es que lo del Cronus Zen es un problema porque, mira, de por sí todo el tema de los chetitos es un problema. Pero claro, el Cronus Zen es como si yo tengo aquí mi Stream Deck y lo enchufo y a volar. Es duro, es duro. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? Una buena